today we're going to be reviewing our dashboard. The dashboard is super important because it allows us to know what the steps are in order to have success in the funnel factory. I did notice that a lot of people were kind of confused once they got in regards to what the steps were, how to have success with their funnels, and ultimately how to edit the funnels and really maximize the community. So for me, it was super important that I put something together to allow you guys to know what to do and help you have success in what you're trying to do. So we'll go over that really quickly. Okay, so here we are. This is our onboarding tracker. The reason the onboarding tracker is super important, it allows us to be able to make sure that we're following the steps to have ultimate success. So here we are. You have the section that says, please make sure you're able to log into the community. Right here under the link, when you click the link, this link brings you straight to the Funnel Factory page. This allows you to be able to log in with no problems. Also, download the school app. The school app will make it even faster for you to get to the school community actually on your phone, and you can get a lot done. I know most people are on their phones every day, so logging in to the actual school community via the app can also be very beneficial for you as well. The next section is watch the onboarding video. The onboarding video is super important because it allows us to be able to know what the steps are and what you should be looking at in the actual Funnel Factory community. So that page actually looks just like this. It says start here. And once you watch this video, it tells you the actual steps of what you should be doing in the actual community and how to flow through the community. There's also a button right here where you can schedule a quick onboarding call, a quick strategy call that allows you to figure out what the success mechanism will be for your particular business and implementing the funnels of the Funnel Factory. So that's super important as well. The next section is the actual say hi to the group section. So it's super important that we actually engage one another in the group and make sure that we're actually having success, talking to one another, and making sure that we're able to have what we need in regards to information and community when it comes to selling products. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, there's this feeling of being by yourself or being solo and not really knowing what to do. So for me, it's super important to announce yourself in the community, let people know what you're doing, let people know what you're selling and what your services are, because people can refer other people to you, or even more so, they can actually want your services, or your services might work in conjunction. So I believe communicating and saying hi in the community is super important. There's also a template for this too that helps you with introductions, and I'll show you guys exactly what that template looks like. And you can find it once again in the community as well. And the template actually gives you just some things that you can say. So, hello everyone, my name is Blank and I'm Blank specializing in blank. I'm excited to join the community. You can let people know what you offer as well, and when it comes to your business, and you can also let them know where to find you at on social media. I think this is a great introduction, and you can tell people what you're looking for in regards to knowledge and assistance and things like that. So I think this is a key piece in introducing yourself to the community and letting people know who you are. You can find this template underneath our templates, and you can also find it on the actual dashboard that we're reviewing and just fill in the blanks. The next section is ask a question. Asking a question runs simultaneous with this particular coffee hour because we want to make sure that we're getting to your questions and that people are getting the answers that they need. And so we have a template for that as well that allows you to formulate questions better and think about your question. So right here, you'll see my current situation is blank, my desire is blank, my problem is blank. And then if you want to, you can actually go here and go to our Slido, and this is associated with this particular event right here. And when you press join event, it'll actually let you ask the questions. And it actually looks like this, where you can actually scan the QR code right here. And when you scan this particular QR code, it allows you to put questions in the queue, and I get to the questions during the coffee hour. And as long as you put your name on the question, I can actually send you your answer via DM. So if you want to, many people ask anonymous, which I know is faster and easier to ask anonymous, and I don't mind that. But if you need specific questions and you want me to get back with you directly, be sure to put your name on the questions as well. The next section of the dashboard is actually very similar to what we just went over, submitting your questions for live Q&A, which is what we're doing right now. So same thing, just submitting them on Slido as well. And then learning our funnel system. So actually understanding how to use System.io, we have a training for that. And that link is associated in the community and it's right here. And it's actually the step-by-step process of learning how to use funnel in a systemic way. Now, really, our funnels are super easy to modify and edit, but if you want to have a deeper understanding of the system and how it works, feel free to watch these videos. The reason we use System.io is because it's free. And I want people to get started with resistance as possible. You know, for me, I always say you want to fail fast and fail cheap. It's not that you're trying to fail, it's the fact that you're trying your best to see what works and what doesn't work and make modifications. So for me, I like to do that free. That's why most of the funnels that we use in this community are based off of. The next section is checking out our actual funnels. And so this is where you actually see our funnels and how the funnels actually work. Right now, we have 3 funnels in the community. We're going to be uploading probably a total of 8 funnels in this free community. We have more advanced funnels that's in our blueprint mastermind. And so we actually help you with editing those and writing a copy for those one-on-one for those particular funnels. For these funnels, we do give you the tools to be able to do them yourself and write in your own copy. So that way you won't have any trouble or any resistance with doing that. So be on the lookout for even more funnels in this particular section. The next section is just some more mental things, like don't be overwhelmed. Many times as an entrepreneur, it's very easy to get overwhelmed because we have so much going on and you're wearing different hats. And so for that, we definitely try our best to give you tools to help you with that. And so I'll show you here, you'll notice that we have just some things to keep in mind. Pause, take a deep breath, remind yourself to take one step at a time, journal your thoughts, look at your actual actions for 90 days, a month, and weekly goals to make sure that you're on track for those. Make sure you're doing your self-management. We have a self-management sheet as well that you can implement. Seek support from the community, which is why you're in the community in the first place. Ask Q&A, like I showed you guys before. Self-care is super important as an entrepreneur. Adjust your goals, make sure they're realistic, and you're not just focusing on one thing. It's super important to be lean and see what the audience and what your actual customers are saying that they want and make adjustments based off of that. Make sure you're stacking evidence to find a way to make sure that you keep focusing and your actual goals are aligning with your actions. So that's super important. And really make sure that you're also celebrating your achievements and the small things. Sometimes we get so hung up on the big things that we don't look at the small things that we're actually achieving. We have the resource tracker as well, so you can track your resources that you're using from the Funnel Factory in your own way. Obviously, they're all organized in the community, but everyone has a different organizational way. So we have this to allow you to just be able to do that. Going back to curating resources and information, we have just our resource tracker, like I just went over pretty much. The next section is this 90-day goal section. So it's super important for us to know what your 90-day goal is and to know that big picture, you're going to hit that goal in 90 days. And then you separate that from month 1, month 2, month 3, because we know that's generally 90 days. And then from there, you can actually put weekly goals and you can actually add a line each time. So we definitely want you to use the tracker for that as well. We also have tasks, like tracking the tasks that you need to do, tracking next steps. We believe all these things are important to have on our onboarding tracker and dashboard, because at the end of the day, you can get overwhelmed. It can be a lot, but as long as you know what you need to do, what the tasks are, and know step by step what needs to happen, I believe that you're going to have success. We're not going to hit a home run every time. Sometimes we're going to hit a lot of singles, and those singles are going to stack up on one another. So always remember that. Quick links. Obviously, we have the community link, which is right here, bring you back to the community. The onboarding strategy call link is right here. Our back office support team at Brand Maven, so you can contact us from right there. We have our course, our 100 customer blueprint course that allows you to get 100 customers in less than 90 days. If you're interested in that course, it's found right here. And questions for me, you can submit questions directly for me right here in this section, and they go to Slido, and I'll be able to answer those questions. So this is our onboarding tracker. I just wanted to make sure I went over this with you guys to know that you have the resources and the tools that you need to have success. And you definitely want to follow these steps and track your own progress, but allow us to assist you in tracking your progress. So I just wanted to go over this onboarding tracking tool. Now we're going to get into your questions because I definitely love answering your questions. And I think it is the key thing that gets you to this community and the key thing that's going to help you find success in this community.